We're first looking at our required documents that we have to make sure that we're legal to fly this aircraft and that it is legal. Next, we're going to look at our Hobbs meter over here for our hours and our takt time right here to see what their components are and make sure you write those down. We're going to check our flight controls to make sure that they're free and correct. And we're going to, if it has a stop in here or lock, we'll pull that out and put that into the side compartment. We're going to check our radio and electrical equipment to make sure that it's all turned off, and it looks like that you can see from the lights it's all turned off. We're going to check our circuit breakers and make sure that none of them are pulled out, that we have any kind of breaks in our circuit. Then what we're going to do is make sure our primer is pushed in that for our fuel. Then we're going to look at our magneto switch. We're going to turn our mags on, our master switch on, and we're going to check our fuel gauges. And if you'll look right here, we'll be checking the physical quantity later, but right now we want to make sure what it's showing on our instruments. Now we're moving to the back of the wing. We're looking at our flaps right here. We're checking to look for any cracks that we have in it or bent metal or worn places right here that could indicate that we might have a problem in the future. Going to our ailerons, and we're making sure that they're free and clear. And once again, no bent metal, no distortions. Now moving to the back of the aircraft, we're going to be looking at our rudder stabilizers and trim tabs. What we're looking here for our hinges to make sure they're in the correct position. We're looking for bent metal, anything that would cause a disruption to the airflow. We're checking and making sure that we have movement. We're looking at our tail, and we're making sure that our radio antennas and our navigation lights are in place. We're looking at both sides of the rudder. We're once again looking and making sure that our hinges and that our sheet metal is in good condition. We want to make sure that our trim tab is in the takeoff position. We're looking for missing rivets, missing screws, anything that would cause a disruption of the airflow. We're moving to our wing, the back of our wing. We're looking to make sure that we have our hinges are there, that our roller bearings are there. We're looking for metal that is dented or missing. We're looking for screws that are missing. We're looking for rivets that are missing. Looking at the top part of our wing right there to make sure we don't have any dents in our metal. We'll continue our inspection as we go through. We'll make sure that our windshield is not cracked and it's sealed properly. We're looking now at our rivets again on this side of our aircraft to make sure we are not missing any, that our screws are all in place. At this time, we'll be looking at our engine sump fuel discharge, and we'll be making sure we check that. We will be looking at our oil, making sure that we have between 4 and 6 quarts of oil in the engine. We're going to go to our wing fuel tank, and we're going to take a sample of the fuel in there. We're looking to see if there's water in the fuel. We will be disposing of that properly as we go. Before we take off, we will actually go and look at our fuel tanks, open the caps, and really do a visual to make sure that they coincide with what we looked at earlier on our fuel gauges.